When you've done something wrong, is it hard to admit it, or can you face the truth head on? Hey, I'm Dylan, and you're listening to Unlocked, your daily key to unlocking God's Word in your life. It's not always easy to admit uncomfortable truths about ourselves, like acknowledging how we're messed up and have done wrong. But one way to see those truths a little more clearly with a little less pain is through stories, like today's devotion titled The Thief by Kaylin Allred. Icy iron chains bind my hands behind me, weighing me down more and more with every step as I'm led toward the throne room. My heart pounds in my chest and sweat slides down my temple. Why did I have to be so foolish? Why did I think it would be a good idea to steal from the king's table? What was I thinking? The groan of the great gold doors of the throne room opening snaps me from my thoughts, and I gulp. Up ahead is the king, full of majesty and glory. With slow, halting steps, I make my way toward the foot of the throne. I barely notice the murmurs of the court as I curl into myself. I should have listened to my mother. She told me my thievery would get me killed someday. I fall to my knees before the throne, my whole body shaking with fright as what I'm sure will be a death sentence. After everything I've done, I deserve it. Stealing isn't even the worst crime I've committed. I keep my eyes on the floor. For a moment, silence reigns in the room. Then, a gentle voice speaks. "Why are you frightened, young man?" the voice asks. "Because I've done wrong against the king and the people of this kingdom," I say, my voice shaking. Then a hand gently lifts my chin to reveal the king smiling kindly at me. He moved from his throne. He came down to be near me, a criminal. Awe washes over me and I stare, not understanding why the king of all people would be smiling at me. "Be at peace, young man," he says kindly. "You are forgiven, and your name is cleared. Be free." At those last two words, my chains fall, broken, to the ground, and I stare in awe as tears fill my eyes. "Why?" I rasp, and the king smiles. "Because I choose to." Okay, so let's think about this a little more. What stuck out to you in today's allegorical story? Jesus is king of the universe. He humbled himself by coming to earth, fully God and fully human, and living among us. He was on a rescue mission to forgive us, knowing full well all the wrong things we do that separate us from him. For everyone who puts their trust in Jesus, he has secured our forgiveness through dying on the cross and rising from the grave. If you want to know more about this good news, check out page 72 in the printed Unlocked devotional, or you can go to unlocked.org and tap on Know Jesus in the menu. Now, as you and I can read in Psalm 32, verse 1, "Blessed is the one whose transgressions are forgiven, whose sins are covered." And I'd encourage you to dig a little bit deeper and read Luke chapter 5, 17 through 26, then chapter 23, verses 32 through 43, and Ephesians 2, 1 through 10 to keep God's Word alive in your life. Unlocked is a resource from Keys for Kids Ministries. If you love Unlocked and you want to share with your friends, you can get rewarded at the same time. If you refer your friends, you can earn points for Unlocked merch like t-shirts and beanies, water bottles, and even more. Go to unlocked.org/referrals to find out more. And I've got to recommend the t-shirt. I've got one of these and it fits fantastic, super soft. I love it. Come back for tomorrow's devotional with Natalie, remembering God is with you even in the dark times of your life. But until then, I'm Dylan, encouraging you to live life unlocked, opening the door to God in your life.